Okay, welcome all to this irrigation engineering subject code 1615505 on spillways, and this is going to be our first lecture on spillways. The contents of this lecture are definition, function, location and components, and emergency and services for a spillway and their types like Oogie spillway, barge type spillway, discharge over spillway, spillway with and without gates. Okay, water spillway. Spillway is a structure which is constructed in the dam site for disposing excess water from the upstream to the downstream portion. Okay, the spillways are like the structures that I mean, like they are a certain structures which are present at the left or right side portion of a dam, which is generally present in order to dispose the excess water from the upstream portion of the dam to the downstream portion. Okay, whenever the water exceeds the normal pool level or the normal level up to which the water has to be stored and it reaches its maximum level of capacity, the water will be disposed from the upstream side. Okay, so the spillways are certain structures to which are used to dispose the excess water from upstream side. Okay, then the provision of spillways are generally to avoid the failure due to overturning. Okay, then to protect the downstream base and floor of the dam from scouring and erosion. Okay, fine. In this slide we are going to see about the location where a spillway must be constructed. Okay, first point is at the body of the dam. Okay, first you have to like construct the spillway at the body of the dam, like not at the center portion, like in the left or right side portion of the dam. Okay, at like in the second point it mentions the same thing I explained in the first point. At the one side or both side of the dam, you can either install it at the left or right side or on the both sides of the dam. Okay, then the third point here is there is another type which is called as bypass spillway, which is completely separate from the dam. Actually, bypass spillways are like away from the dam. Okay, they are generally not in the body of the dam. They're generally constructed a little bit distance away from the dam. Okay, fine. Okay, the types of spillways which are we are going to discuss in the further slides are the straight drop spillway, the Oogie spillway, the chute spillway or trough spillway, side channel spillway, shaft spillway, and siphon spillway. Okay, so first we are going to see about the straight drop spillway. Okay, the first type of spillway is this straight drop spillway. Okay, it is a particular type of spillway in which the water which is present in the upstream side is actually passed from the dam to this spillway. That is, the excess water is passed to this spillway, and there will be no like automated actions. Like there will be no like mechanical structures are present to pass the water. The water will pass under gravity. Okay, it will pass under gravity and fall from the crest portion of the spillway to the downstream side. Okay, actually this spillway is suitable for weirs on low dams, which means where a weir portion, when it is constructed at a low dam, the straight drop spillway is being adopted at that position. Okay, then the third point, the crest of the spillway is provided with a nose in order that water from the upstream phase does not directly impact the downstream base portion. Okay, this means that the water which is present in the upstream phase actually comes at a greater velocity. Okay, when this water actually without any nose portion in the crest, there is no nose portion, then it actually falls on that velocity directly on the downstream portion, then it will make some cracks or like fissures on the downstream portion. Okay, so in order to avoid that, the crest portion is having a nose. Okay, so that the water will come and flow on the top or the crest portion, and then it will come to the downstream side. Okay, it is an advantage for this straight drop spillway. And the fourth point is downstream portion of the dam is provided with impervious apron like structures in order to prevent scouring. You know what is scouring is? Scouring means the settlement of sludge, or it is like the settlement of silts. The water, when it is flowing at a high speed from the reservoir, it actually collects some silts, and it actually this silt deposits at this downstream portion. In order to prevent that, impervious apron, okay, impervious apron like structure is provided in order that this type of silts and sludges will not settle at that downstream portion. Okay, fine. Okay, this is the diagram which is representing a straight drop spillway. You can see this is the nose portion actually. The topmost portion is this nose portion, which is on the crust, attached like attached with the crust, and the water is flowing directly over it, and then finally hits the downstream portion, so that no damage will be caused in the downstream portion. Okay, fine. Okay, this is one of the interesting spillways which is maximum present in most of the dams. Okay, this is an oogie spillway. Oogie spillway is a modified form of drop spillway. Actually, if you see drop spillway, there will be a nose-like structure on the crust portion. Okay, but in oogie spillway, that nose type of structure will not be there. Okay, it will be converted into a S-like shape. Okay, it will be actually converted. You in the diagram you can see the S-like shape. You can see this is the S-like shape. Okay, the water will actually flow through this from the crust portion, and then it falls freely on the downstream portion without any damage causing effect on the dam. Okay, and the Oge spillway is made in accordance with the shape of lower nappy of the free falling jet. What I was saying before, the actually the water will freely flow. Okay, on the lower nappy. Lower nappy means this like the slope portion. This is the slope portion is known as the lower nappy. Okay, and the free falling jet will directly flow to the downstream portion. Okay. Okay, our next type of spillway is this chute spillway. Actually, you can see, you know what is a chute is? Chute is a small pathway or a narrow canal. Okay, like that same way, a chute spillway has been constructed in a dam's left side or right side or on the both sides. Okay, actually, this chute spillway is constructed by cement concrete RCC cement concrete structure, cement concrete methods, so that the water flow will not permeate through the ground and cause any overturning effect to the dam. Okay, actually this spillway is present near the embankment of the dam. Okay, this is the dam portion. I am marking in the picture which is given in this slide. This is the like the topmost portion of the dam, and this is the berm, the soil berm, and here is your chute. Okay, this chute spillway. Okay, this chute spillway is supported by pillars. Okay, in order that it will not collapse. Okay, if there is any earthquake or something, it will not collapse. Okay, fine. Okay, this is the fourth type, that is side channel spillway. Actually, this side channel spillway is generally separate from the body of the dam. Actually, it does not attach. It is not constructed like attaching with the dam. Okay, it is constructed at right angles to the dam at any side according to site condition. Actually, it means that if the site where you have constructed your dam is supposed to have boulder rocks. Okay, boulder or large type of rocks nearby, and you may have to excavate that portion. You may have to clear that rock like structures to construct this spillway. Okay, at a right angle portion, and actually it will be constructed in 45-degree angle, which is known as our right angle, or in a 90-degree angle. Okay, and then the according to the site condition, the pathway of the spillway is being constructed, and finally the excess water from the upstream portion is transported to this spillway, and it is not being attached near the body of the dam. Okay, and the side walls of the channel may be constructed by concrete or stone masonry. Like every spillways are either constructed like RCC or stone masonry or brick masonry. Okay, fine. Okay, you can see the side channel spillway as a picture here in this slide. Actually, you can see the body of the dam, which is a certain distance away from this side channel spillway, which is being constructed at right angles to the dam. And you can see the reservoir, which is present on the upstream, from where the water is diverted when there is an excess water flowage present at the upstream side. And you can see there are stilling basins. Okay, these stilling basins are provided in order to minimize the velocity of the water which is coming at this spillway to the downstream portion, so that it does not affect the downstream portion of the dam. Okay, you can see the chute portion which is present on the center of the spillway, and you can see the dam's road portion, like the brown portion where the transportation occurs. Okay, fine. Okay, this is the shaft spillway in a reality. Okay, in reality, how it looks like is this is a photo which is taken from London. Actually, this spillway is generally a cylindrical type. Okay, the water which is being excessively stored in the upstream side is actually passed to this cylindrical type of shaft, and the water will be the water will be sucked through this round cylindrical shaft, and it will be passed to the downstream through this spillway portion which is present on the right corner side, and then it will reach the downstream side. Okay, fine. Okay, in this picture you can see the siphon spillway. This blue color portion, you can see, no, this blue color portion is the deprimer hood. Okay, this deprimer hood is covering total air vent which is present at the upstream portion or the siphon spillway's inlet portion, and then the water which is allowed to pass through will generally go through the outlet which is being submerged. And you can see in this 2D view in the first diagram, this outlet portion is totally submerged inside the reservoir or the spillway portion, so that the air lock problems will not occur. Okay, fine. Okay, our final type of spillway is this siphon spillway, and the siphon spillway is a spillway which is in the structural shape as that of a siphon tube. You know, in physics lab you have seen the siphon tube. Okay, like it will be like a wavy formation, like it will be in a wavy formation, like the internal portion will be hollow and it will be like an inverted U. Okay, it will be like a wave. Actually, this siphon is actually adopted for a spillway structure. Okay, in a spillway structure, the upper limb portion, that is the upper the head portion, is actually longer, is short, and the lower limb portion is actually longer. Okay, the exit point of this spillway is kept below the water. Okay, because in order to avoid the airlock problem, when you are actually sending the water through this type of siphon spillway, it causes airlock. Okay, you can actually notice it in the siphon tube. When you are sending water, through that tube, and you are saying, suppose the water is being pushed back from the outlet end, it will actually form a air like formation in the center portion. This actually causes to not send the water from the inlet portion to the outlet portion, so that it will block. So in order to remove that, the end portion or the outlet portion is submerged inside the reservoir portion in order to prevent the airlock. Okay, the siphon duct is being present at the outlet portion which avoids the airlock. Okay, then the air vent is provided on the top of the siphon hood. This siphon duct which prevents the airlock releases away the air which is present in the siphon tube to the air vent. Okay, so that the air will freely pass through and the water will be passing freely through the outlet portion. Okay, the air vent is covered by a hood named as deprimer hood. Actually, there will be a large blue portion, like a blue structure, which will be attached with this siphon tube, like this. I mean the siphon spillway, which prevents the air vent not to be damaged. Okay, this is called as the deprimer hood, and the inlet end of the hood is kept slightly above the reservoir level. You can see in the picture which I have shown in the above slide. Okay. Okay, the water which is flowing through this spillway actually generates a kinetic energy which you can measure in meter per second. Okay, and this kinetic energy is further converts into potential energy. Okay, because of this conversion, the water which is flowing at a high velocity will cause a cover to form on the riverbed. Okay, and if this cover is not properly controlled, it may extend backward and may damage the spillway totally. So in order to protect the channel bed against this cover, the kinetic energy of the water should be dissipated, so that it should be discharged into the downstream phase of the channel. Okay, the water dissipation only is the protective measure in order to prevent this cover velocity created by this kinetic energy dissipation, so that you should pass your water continuously to the downstream phase if there is excess water is present on the spillway region. Okay,